He asked where they got their trees. They're like, well, there's this girl named Christy
Moringa juice?
Abbott, and she was passing out. Okay. Okay.
Is that moringa juice?
Gotta get the real stories.
Biostimulant.
Gotta get the real stories.
The real stories, exactly. Phenomenal.
All right, hi.
Hello, testing, 1, 2.
Testing,
My
1,
name is
2.
Mark Hubbard from Wonderfield Farm and Growth.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you are the founder of this
Yes,
festival?
I was blessed to have the opportunity for this place to fall in my lap. Yeah, I was chosen to own it. I didn't choose it, it chose me.
Wow. So you own this property?
I am owner on paper.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Okay.
I sometimes wonder if it owns
Right.
us.
Right.
Well, we don't really own anything. We come into this world with nothing, and we're going to leave this world with nothing. We're just sort of stewards of it as we're hanging out.
Well said.
Yeah.
So when did the idea of having permaculture convergence come into play?
Well, we were working with the property, developing it, trying to figure out what we're going to do with it, actually, because it fell in our laps. And my daughter Tara had a yoga retreat cancel, and the location. So she asked to do a yoga retreat up here, and came up, and everyone loved it. And that sort of was the beginning. People really enjoyed the property, and somehow the Permaculture Convergence heard about us and came and saw and said, we want to do one. So when that event took place, Tara and I both watched and listened and went, wow, okay, that is the direction we want to go in. And we sort of felt the movement towards that direction, but didn't know how to get there, which this event sort of paved the way to show us the direction. We just had to learn, educate ourselves, and pick up pointers as we go and start. And along the way, we've had different people help, consultants, and just started. Here we are today.
Cool. How many years has it been here?
We've owned the property about 8 years, since 2015, and it's been about 5 years since the first convergence. Wow. Yeah, so we about 3 years into the property, went to hosted the first convergence, and after that event, they selected us again and said, you really should be practicing some of these things, and you're right. And so we have been, and it's been something. And since then, have really moved in that direction of self-regenerative farming and organic farming, and sort of developing a refuge or sanctuary for all that work in this community. That we have a place to go if things went sideways, and to eat through daily life.
Yeah, perfect. That is great. So before the permaculture convergence started happening here, you had heard of permaculture, or you were?
I had heard about it, but didn't really know what it was or how to get there, and was really trying to figure all that part out, and really didn't know what I was going to do with the property. Again, it chose me, and this was a huge piece of property. Didn't know quite what to do with it. We were going to try to do farming. I knew I wasn't going to go into regular farming, but and I knew I didn't want to develop the property. I wanted to do something really neat, and something that would be generational, and that we could keep the property for my children and my grandchildren, and because it is so unique, being an island in the middle of this swamp with freshwater spring and all these homes, and the property is just so thriving on its own, to just add to it a little bit has been something, and it's just taken off.
Wow, beautiful. Remind us again how many acres it is?
We're at about 90 acres right now. I bought the original piece was 78 to 80 acres, but there's some wetlands and stuff. It's not all usable.
Beautiful. Well, that makes sense why the cow really likes watching us do yoga in the morning.
The cows, the goats,
Yeah.
the chickens, pigs maybe someday.
Yeah.
We're looking at sheeps,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, so we're gonna increase the flock and continue to grow.
Beautiful. So as far as like the prosperity streams that you have the permaculture convergence, you have some cabins on the property. Do you rent those out on like B&B or something? Or
Yes, we do, and it's a themed experience. People can stay in our homes and enjoy the farm. We do potluck, so once to twice a week. They can volunteer. They can be more involved in the community. We're setting up a program where people can stay and have investment as well.
Perfect.
And we're looking at long-term rentals, perhaps even buy-in to the property. So we're trying to figure that out. Again, just trying to work our way through this maze and develop some kind of community. And it takes more than one to do this. I mean, I can't do it all. I work here a lot, and it's a labor of love, but it takes a community to put it to maintain everything, to get it to where it needs to be.
Totally. That's great to hear that you're thinking about those other options of how to incorporate other vested interest participants to come and help build the dream here.
Yes.
So do you have any other community members right now, or is it your family?
Mostly family and staff. Some of the staff may get more involved in the future. It's just baby steps.
Yeah.
And that's something we have learned, that it is baby steps. You
Yeah.
take 3 forward, 2 back, take 2 forward, 3 back, and slowly we move forward. We haven't had any huge setbacks, but we definitely have had a lot of learning experiences, and I mean, we get consultants, and we've had some pretty sharp people here helping us, but it doesn't always fit for this property. So it's been a definite learning experience. 2 to 3 steps forward and 2 to 3 steps backwards.
Sounds like
But
a
slowly
dance,
we're
right?
moving forward. Yeah, yeah, it has been. And
Yeah.
I've learned this. You can't get upset. You can't get too frustrated.
Yeah.
You just keep moving, and body in motion stays in motion.
Perfect. Okay, one more question. What is your vision for the future?
Vision for the future is to have more livestock, have more food forest, maybe some aquaculture, more living space for community members, to actually have long-term community members with buy-in, so we can have some help, and to have a really good, strong emergency plan to be self-sustainable for about 20 to 30 people, with a just enough income to cover all our expenses and reinvest, not trying to conquer the world, just trying to maintain the property.
Perfect.
That's our
a
goal.
Great vision.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for holding it and making it a reality for so much of us to come together and share these dreams. So I really appreciate it.
Yes.
And thanks
Hopefully
for
the Permaculture Convergence will come back again someday, and it's a great property, and we love hosting.
Perfect.
Thank you.
you.